Here are 3 must-have, super easy nail art techniques that you've got to put in your nail arsenal. And here's the best part, you don't even need any talent to do them. Greg's gonna show you how to bust these out right now.
I want to be able to share with you 3 must-have nail art techniques that you need in your arsenal that anyone with 0 experience can do. Watch how easy these are to execute. The first thing I'm going to share with you is the glitter press. This is probably the easiest thing you're going to be able to add to your arsenal that's going to help you make more money. So the artificial nail has already been prepped, filed, and ready for gel polish application. I've applied protein bond to the surface to ensure that I have great adhesion for the gel polish. So what I'm going to do is apply ManiQ Black 101 over the surface. And the best part about this is that I don't have to focus on trying to get a really thick application. All I want to do is try to get the brush as close to the cuticle and get a really nice thin application. Right? Focus on my edges as best I can. And then once I have a nice even application all the way through, we're going to get it inside the light and set it for a minimum of 30 seconds. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use Shimmering Sand and Diamond Dust to create the metallic look that I desire. So we have to make sure that the surface has not been wiped. We need it tacky. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a makeup brush, as you can see. And what I'm going to do is lightly tap it. I could keep the glitter underneath the nail. And what I'm going to do is just lightly, again, go through. I'm going to go through with different color. And all I'm trying to do is add the glitter to the surface by touching it. Once I actually have it on the surface like this, then what I can do is I can start to brush it forward to smooth it out. What I'm going to do is just lightly clean off my brush, and then I can lightly get around the edges to make sure that I get it all off of the edge of the skin best as I can. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use ManiQ Top, and I'm going to come over the surface with a nice even application from cuticle to free edge, and we're going to get it back inside the light for another 30 seconds. Now the second coat is really going to make the metallic look stand out. I want to be able to do the same thing. I want to be able to touch the surface. Then again, I'm going back and forth between all the glitter just so that I have really great coverage. And then once again, I have fully covered the surface, I'm going to use the brush just to brush it nice and flat and get the excess off. And as you can see, it's going to look like pressed foil on the surface of the nail. I'm going to clean my brush off. I'm going to try to get off all the excess around the edges the best I can. And what we're going to do is we're going to finalize it with one more coat of ManiQ Top. We're going to get it inside the light for a full minute. Once it comes out of the light, we're going to use Swipe to clean off all the glitter around the edges, and as you can see, we're going to have an awesome glitter press. Just remember, if you want a really smooth surface, you could cure the first coat inside the light for 30, add a second, get it inside the light for 60 full seconds, and that's going to ensure that you have a glass-like surface. The next really easy design to execute is Marbleizing. So again, the nail has been prepped and protein bonded so the gel polish does not chip away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take ManiQ Beige 101 and I'm just going to put a nice even coat over the surface. All right, so once we actually have a nice even coat over the surface, then what I can do is I can Marbleize Black 101, but instead of just dabbing it on the nail, what I'm going to do is place it on a tile just like this. Then I'm going to use my nail art brush just to dab certain spots. Right, and maybe even just put in certain lines. I don't want to overwhelm the nail with too much dark color. All I want to be able to do is just set it up so that when I'm marbleizing, and again, I'm just doing random dots and lines through the whole thing. Then what I'll do is spin my brush, and then with the gel polish wet, what I want to be able to do, again, as you can see, is just kind of swirl my brush through everything. And what this is going to do is going to create a really nice marbled effect. And again, it doesn't matter where you're doing this. I've tried to keep as much space as I possibly can through the whole entire surface. But as you can see, it gives this really pretty marbled effect. Try to keep my edges all the way down, but as you can see, it's going to give you that really sweet marbled look. Once you have marbled the nail, we're going to get it inside the light and we're going to cure it out for a full 60 seconds. Once the color is dry, we're going to take ManiQ top and we're going to apply a nice even coat over the design from cuticle to free edge. And we're going to get it inside the light for a full 1 minute. Once it sets, we're going to take swipe to remove the dispersion layer from the surface, and we're left with an awesome marbleized design. Last but not least is stamping. Okay, so what I'm going to show you how to stamp with is Caption nail polish. I'm going to take Look, Don't Touch. The best part about this black is the coverage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a nice even coat. What we're going to do is we're going to set it right to the cuticle, and you're going to notice how well it covers. I'm going to do one nice even coat from cuticle to free edge. And we're going to let this sit for at least a minute. I'm going to show you guys a really cool trick. I'm going to take my jelly stamper and I'm just going to get a little bit of the Onto You nail polish remover, and I'm just going to slightly clean the surface just like this. And what that's going to do, it's going to ensure that I have a really nice sticky surface to work with. I'm going to show you guys this design here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use Eat My Dust, which is this beautiful gold color. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to line up a really healthy amount on one side. Now you have to act fast. I'm going to pull, I'm going to pick it up, I'm going to line this up right here, and then what you're going to see is as I come down through the surface, just like this, as I lift it, you can see that I have a perfect stamp design. Now, since we've stamped the design, we've created this vinyl on top of the acrylic surface, I can use Caption Conversion top coat over the stamp design. This is going to seal it and create a gel polish effect. Once we've sealed the surface, we're going to get inside the light for a minimum of 1 minute. And then I can clean up around the edges and we're going to have a really hot looking nail. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my cleanser and I'm just going to clean up around the edge of the nail, and as you can see, all of the polish comes off the edges and it leaves the design absolutely flawless on the surface of the enhancement. And as you can see, these are 3 easy designs that anyone with zero experience can execute.